All right, so now that we have our edit form set up and we can drag in the actual video idea from the database and put it in the form, we want to be able to change this to something and then submit it. Well, to do this, we want to make a put request. So let's go to app.js, and we're going to go down to the bottom under the add process form, which is a post request, and we're going to go right here, and let's say edit form process, and this is going to be a put request, so we're going to say app.put, and it's going to be to /ideas/ and then the ID, because we need to know what the ID is of the idea that we want to update. All right, so let's put in our arrow function here with our request and response, and then for now let's just do a res.send, and we'll just say put. Now, this is where it can get tricky because we can't by default have our form send a put request. Like if I open up our views, we go to ideas and then edit, we can't just change the method to put. Okay, unfortunately, that would be nice if we could do that. So what we have to do is we need some extra help from a module, and that module is called method override. Okay, if you don't want to do something like this, what you could do is you could make an AJAX request if you wanted to add some extra JavaScript and you wanted to somehow make an AJAX put request, you can do that, but you can't do it just through a form or from a link or anything like that. So if we go down here, we want to install this. So let's stop our server with Control-C, and we're going to say npm install -- save method - override, and that will install it. Okay, and then we can run our server back up with nodemon. Now there's some stuff we have to do. If we go down here, let's see, there's actually a couple ways to do it. We don't want this way using a header. We want to do it using a query value. So we first need to bring it in like this. Let's copy that, go to our app.js. Okay, just like any module that we install, we need to bring it in. I'm going to put it right here. I'm just going to change this to const. Okay, so method override is being brought in. Now we need to add a little piece of middleware, so this line right here. And I'm going to put this down right below the body parser middleware. All right, I actually want to use semicolons, so I'm just going to add those. All right, so that's our middleware. Let's actually put a comment here. Okay, and then let's go down a little more. Let's see. All right, so right here, when we make a request, okay, or when we submit a form, we want the method to be post, okay, just like it is. But when we put in our action, we want to add on a parameter of $_method equals, and then whatever request we want to make. In our case, it's going to be a put request. So we need to add this onto our action. And then there's one more thing we need to do, and that's to add a hidden input, also specifying the type of request. Okay, in this case, it's a delete, but we want a put request. So let's go ahead and save app.js. We'll go over to edit handlebars, and we're going to edit the action. Okay, so right now the action goes to just ideas. We want it to go to ideas/ and then whatever the ID. Okay, and we can get the ID by saying idea.id. Okay, just like that. Now we're going to leave method as post, but what we want to do is we want to add on that query. Where is it? That query parameter. Let's see, right here. So $_method. So we're going to go right here and say $_method equals, and then put. Okay, and then in addition to that, we're going to go right in the form and put an input with the type of hidden. Okay, so it's not going to be shown in the form or anything. And then we want to set the name of this field to $_method, and then we want to set the value to whatever the request that we want to make, which in this case is going to be a put request. All right, so let's save that. Now, if we submit the form and we see this, res.send put, that means that we made a successful put request. So let's test it out. Okay, I'm just going to reload this. Let's say Vanilla.js course. Let's just add the word. Well, it doesn't really matter. We don't have to change it yet, but let's submit and we see put. So we've now made a put request, and you can see the extra parameter up here in the URL. All right, so that's one way that we can make a put request without having to use Ajax and extra JavaScript and all that. So now that we can actually make that request, what do we want to do? We want to update whatever the current video idea is that we're looking at. So first of all, we want to find it. So we're going to call idea.findOne because we just want to find one. And in here, we're going to pass in an object. We're going to look for _ID, and we want it from whatever is in the URL. Okay, so whatever is right here, or not right here, but whatever is in the right here being passed in, okay, to this ID. So we can grab that with request.params.id. All right, so it's going to match that, and then we'll have our .then. Okay, it's going to return our promise. And in here, it's going to pass along the idea. Okay. And then what we want to do is we want to change the values. So we'll say new values, and we'll take that idea object and we'll set the title equal to whatever comes in from the form. So request.body.title. All right. We're also going to set the what is it, the body? No, the details. So we also want to do idea.details and set that to request.body.details. All right. Actually, let's use semicolons here. Okay, and then what we'll do is we need to then call idea.save. So it's going to change these the title and the details, and then it's going to save it with that new data. All right, and then that save will return a promise. So we'll say .then. All right, and it'll give us the idea, the updated idea. And then all I want to do is redirect. So we'll say res.redirect, and we want to get redirected to /ideas. All right, so let's go ahead and try this out. Hopefully it works. So we have Vanilla.js course. I'm just going to reload this. So let's change it to Vanilla.js crash course. Spelled that wrong. And we'll submit, and now we get Vanilla.js crash course. So we were able to edit it. Okay. If we want to edit Kotlin crash course, let's just say, let's change it to intro. We'll say intro to Kotlin, and we'll submit, and that gets edited or updated. All right, so that's how we can update fields. We can update data in MongoDB using Mongoose. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how we can delete courses or delete ideas.